What up, Fight World, man? I'm back. Back like I never left. I'm the king of pop. Shout out to the king of pop. You did. We working. Mayweather, McGregor, Crawford-Indongo. Let's go. Waiting for all y'all to join. YouTube been kind of slow, man. Very slow with the streaming. I need that. Like Ricky Bobby said, I want to go fast. What up? What's good, El Peleon? Notification gang, we here. Real Talk, Ego, what's up? Chi-Town, Chicago in the building. 210, where's that? I know 213. Yo, what's poppin'? What up? Connor's talking too much? Yeah. Mayweather didn't get KO'd in sparring. They said Zab Judah live in Chicago. He ain't even out here. Shout out to London. San Antonio, Mississippi. I see y'all. Kansas City, I got some family out there. We just working, man. A little easy work. Nebraska is cool. Y'all want to see the room? Y'all want to see my room? I'm just chilling. I'm not going to do this stream too long, man, because I got to eat in the weigh-ins today, so I can't be at the, I'm not trying to be at the weigh-in starving like the fighters before I get there. And I got a few hours before the weigh-in starts, so I'm not going to do the stream too long. Austin, Texas. I'm in Aerospin country. No KO from Zab Judah? Nah, it sounds like a rumor. Like I said, that sounded planted a week before the fight. All of a sudden, he's getting KO'd by somebody he sparred with numerous times and beat in a professional fight. Talking too much crud. Yeah, man. McGregor talks too much. I hope Floyd shuts him up. Yeah, a lot of people feel like that. I mean, Connor's cool. He's a salesperson. You have the realest boxing channel. Keep it up. Skip Bayless is an idiot, man. There's nothing to even talk about. He's stupid. LA up in this. Shout out to LA. Someone said, why did con artists go the distance with the out-of-shape Paulie? Yeah, someone else brought that up. Well, I think it was Floyd. Buick City. I don't know where that's at. Shout out to Sweden. Skip Bayless is an idiot. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. 8-ounce gloves? I mean, it benefits both to a degree. I mean, Connor's the bigger guy. They say he's strong. So that'll be closer to what he's used to. So he'll be probably a little bit more as comfortable as he's going to be in a boxing ring. And then for Floyd, Floyd has crazy reflexes, speed, defense. So he'll be able to get off his shots with lighter gloves, probably even faster. Less weary arms and tired arms and stuff from, I mean, you're going to be tired naturally from throwing punches, but it is what it is. Skip get paid to play the dumb role. See, you know what, I know a lot of people like do gimmicks and shit. Like, I never want to come in the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no Kelly Bundy. You know what I mean? Where I'm just going to play this dummy. Like, if it was a movie or something, that's one thing, because that's a character. But I'm not going to base my whole boxing channel and everyone's like, oh, you say idiotic shit and da-da-da. You know what I mean? Some people may say it now, but there's a lot of people that say the other. And I don't be saying what Skip Bayless be saying. And, I mean, you already know they're casuals. ESPN First Take, even though they have Max Kellerman, they're not talking about Crawford-Indongo, and that's on their network. Well, I haven't seen it on First Take, but they keep talking about Mayweather and Pacquiao and bringing Floyd Sr. on there, shit like that. You know what I mean? So they're only clearly concerned with ratings and the big fights. Brendan Schaub is so delusional. Yeah, man. He can believe whatever he wants. See, I notice, I mean, it's cool to a degree. There's some camaraderie where people want to, like, side with their sport. You know what I mean? So they want to naturally just, like, ride with the person from their sport. But I'm a realist, you know what I mean? Before siding with the sport, before a person's race, their age, where they're from, like, I don't pick Andre Ward to beat Kovalev and do a 7 reasons because we're from a similar area from the Bay Area. I just don't do that. If I thought Kovalev was going to destroy him, then I would just say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to pick him just because he's from the Bay Area, because there's a lot of guys from the Bay Area that have losses, or NorCal or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that Skip Bayless shit. Brendan Schaub be like making. It's not even just him. It's like Conor's confidence, Brendan Schaub, what he's saying, all these MMA dudes, they're saying all kinds of crazy stuff. Conor's a good fighter. Conor McGregor is a good fighter. I will admit he's a good fighter, but they're making it like he's like Bruce Lee, Jet Li, all the fucking Lees. Lee from Rush Hour, like fuck. They're acting like he's like nothing can stop him. I don't see all that, because he's been beaten before. Even if it wasn't by knockout, he's still lost before. Haters can't wait to dislike. I don't know what that means, but whatever. I mean, this is the thing. I keep telling y'all, the fucking MMA guys, they're good at what they do, but since there's so many different disciplines, you get people in the MMA who have mastered one form of it. See, that's why I don't understand what Conor's talking about. He keeps talking about, oh yeah, boxing is one rule set and all this. Yeah, it's one rule set, but it doesn't matter, because the UFC, you got guys who practice all the shit, but they ain't shit when it comes to wrestling. They ain't shit when their back is on the mat. They ain't shit when it comes to striking. So I get it. The MMA embodies a whole spectrum of different fighting arts. But at the same time, not all of them are mastered. Like, look at Anthony Rumble Johnson versus Cormier. Rumble got cracks. So if he's punching you, then, you know what I mean, that's his game. But you watch both of the Cormier fights, if back is on the fence or his back's on the mat, he's not going to be the same fighter. You know what I mean? Look at Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is great when it comes to judo. She went to the Olympics for it. But at the same time, she sucks as a boxer. As a stand-up striker, Amanda Nunes runs through her. Holly Holm runs through her. Even if they were to rematch, it would be the same outcome to me, unless otherwise proven, because Ronda Rousey has no stand-up game. So I get it. MMA does encompass different facets of martial arts, but not everyone is good at every single. There's a lot of these MMA fighters who are speaking out. That's what they're not owning up to. There's a lot of people, they practice their grappling and they got a jiu-jitsu Brazilian coach or something, but they suck at it still. They're still not good, right? So that's what it is. Boxers, this is what they've done for the whole life for most of them. You know what I'm saying? So they have one discipline that they hone their skill in and really try to perfect. So when you're going up against another boxer, that's what makes it super deadly, is because you guys have both trained your whole life for this one particular sport. You know what I mean? Just like someone who played football their whole life. It's not like they're playing football, rugby, baseball, and stuff. Some guys do dual sports, but like Deion Sanders and shit, Bo Jackson. But at the end of the day, you not everyone has mastered it. Name how many people successfully play football and baseball. Someone said weak points, but you ain't saying shit. You ain't saying nothing to rebuke what I'm saying. So your point is weak. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, but look at Jordan. He's a supreme basketball player. He's, you know what I mean, the GOAT to me, the greatest. But when it came to baseball, he wasn't. What did he do for baseball? Nothing. So it is what it is. I love to watch Floyd box. He's special. What up, John? New media, we in here. Holly Holm has successfully went from kickboxing to boxing. Yeah, but she got knocked out in boxing too. You know what I'm saying? So she's had her ups and downs. She lost in the UFC to Durandamy and people. You know what I mean? But that's cool. So I mean, it kind of depends on what your ideals are and what success is to you. I'm talking about somebody who's wild. Like what Floyd Mayweather is to boxing, if he went to MMA, he wouldn't be that, because it just takes it different. Just like I said, Jordan in basketball, he's the man. No one can stop him. You know, flu game Jordan, all that. But imagine him having the flu playing baseball. It'd be out of his element. Point blank, period. Yeah, the body shots, I think, is what Floyd's going to really stick to Conor McGregor. He's already very top heavy, very like muscular. I've seen massive fatigue issues. He's going to come out. I really think he's going to come out. He's kind of fucked to me because he's going to come out. I really think if he tries to, Canelo is a better. Is there anyone who disagrees that Canelo is a worse boxer than Conor McGregor? Okay, so since we all know that Canelo is a better boxer, been boxing as a pro since 15 and before that, right? Canelo tried to outbox Mayweather and he came up very short, and then he let Floyd get into a rhythm. So to me, Conor McGregor and his team, coming from an aggressive MMA style, I think they're going to try to bomb Mayweather out. I mean, everything he's saying is, I'm going to knock him out. We're going to see who's telling the truth. First round, 8 ounces, he's getting knocked out. So what happens if it's the 4th, 5th round and you haven't hurt him or knocked him out because you can't catch him or whatever the situation? You bull rush him and it's not working. He's too elusive for you. And you're getting picked off with pot shots and stabs to the belly. Stab, take some air. Stab, take some more air. Then it's going to be a nightmare in there for him. You know what I mean? What is a rush blitz? Like, what's a rush blitz? I don't understand that. I understand blitz in football, but I don't understand what a rush blitz is. Was he going to charge him and headbutt him? Like, ram him? Like, I don't get what you're saying. And the other thing is, like, there's certain things that you just know as a boxer when that's your whole livelihood. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's certain things like your follow-up or whatever. Like I even watched Conor, they'll go watch a UFC Embedded. They're filming another UFC Embedded for it, so I'm glad UFC is partaking in it and giving us some more media for that, visuals. But watch Embedded, one of the old ones, I forgot, maybe it was Eddie Alvarez, and him and his striking coach or whatever, they were working on like the pull counter, and he was like, he still has to think about it. Floyd don't have to think about that shit. Floyd's been pull countering since he was in the womb. You know what I'm saying? Watch the Marquez fight. He was just pull countering. I seen Conor. You could see him. He's like, it's like kind of choreographing it in his head. And he, you know, I mean, he didn't look horrible. He looked better than, I would say, average MMA people with the body shots. I mean, with the pull counter. But it's different when you have a split-second hesitation versus someone else who's boxing and they have no hesitation. Who's on the undercard for Indongo Crawford? Steve Nelson, the Nail Vodstick is fighting. Shakur Stevenson, Dillian White, Bryant Jennings, and then Crawford-Indongo. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Mike Alvarado, that fought Brandon Rios, he's on it. It was a pretty stacked card, you know what I mean? In terms of people name. He looked horrible at the media workout. Yeah, the way he turns his punches, some people think that'll give problems to Floyd because it's not orthodox, but it's still, I don't know. Like, after he caught Paulie with, like, how do I explain this? After McGregor caught Paulie with that straight-ass left, that sharp left that had Paulie, like, kind of retreating and ducking down, his follow punches were like rabbit punches, very ineffective to me. You know what I mean? Errol Spence, if he catches you clean with that, he's going to throw some more sharp shit. Keith Thurman, all them dudes, whether they're southpaw or orthodox. Here, y'all want to see the room? Hold on. Yeah, they gave the kid a kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing. I got one drink in here. MTV Cribs, Ego Cribs. Got a little Mikey Wave stove. These leftover chips. Let me check this water. What the fuck is this? Just an extra. In case I want a bagel or some shit. Got the apple. Omaha shit. This is what Omaha is looking like up there. Pillow Gang. Damn, they gave me what is that, DVD player? I'm not staying in Lincoln though. I'm staying in Omaha because like majority of the events are in Omaha. The only thing that's in Lincoln is the actual fight. A little TV joint. Room with a view. Yeah, I always stay safe. Stay ready, stay safe. Little king size joint. Little bathroom game. Yeah, I don't know what's going on outside. They got them body washes. Yeah, man, we working. Damn, they got a dishwasher? Yeah, man, we working. I'm probably gonna get something to eat because I can't miss this weigh-in, and I'm gonna be hot if I don't get to eat because I ain't ate nothing all day. Who wins in the octagon, Floyd or Conor? That's a silly question. Like I just said, Michael Jordan and playing bat. It's like saying who wins in a baseball game, fucking Jose Canseco or Michael Jordan. Like, I mean, just that's the way the game goes. The weigh-in, I think it's at the main event's at 5 Omaha time. Why do you always say we working if it's just you, LOL? See, the funny thing is you the only one laughing. And the reason I say we working is because this is not just about me. This is about boxing fans. This is about uplifting. This is about motivating different people. That's why you're the only one laughing, because I'm not the only one working. The fans are working. You know what I mean? Working class Americans and people from the UK, they're all working. We all working. That's why I say we working, because it ain't just about me. It's about everybody. It's about the movement. It's about boxing fans uniting to talk this real boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? So we all working. You guys tuning in, that's working, because without you, there would be no me. Not in terms of like y'all birthed me, and you know what I'm saying? But there would be no me in terms of my channel. So that's why it's we working as opposed to like I am working. There's no I in team. You feel me? And this is a team. This is Ego Army. This is the movement. This is Boxing Ego. So we working. Not just me. You know what I'm saying? We all working. And I want you guys to do well too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no stingy ass person. Like if there, ooh, they got a menu. If there's things that I can give a part of the game to, you know what I'm saying, or give back to the game, you know what I mean, then I'm definitely going to do that so people don't have to make the mistakes that I made. And I'm not even trying to get philosophical or too deep. I'm just telling you what it really is. There's a lot that I've experienced. I've had ups and downs just like everybody. That's what life throws at you. So it's about everybody correcting their situations, just being in a comfortable position where they can take care of their family, their friends, live good, eat good, you know what I mean, see some sights. So we working. Do the Shmoney dance for Dean K just donated $10. Appreciate that. $10. See, we working. See, how can I say I'm working and then you guys are helping me work? So it's a collaborative. We working. It ain't just me. I'm not the only one that works. You know what I mean? And truth be told, another reason I say we working is because boxing fans are some of the realest fans and some of the most passionate fans in sports. So a lot of times I'll be like dreading wanting to do a video or haven't heard of it because I'm in traffic or something like that. I'm on the move and somebody will send me a link like, oh, Floyd Sr. was on Undisputed. I didn't even know he was on Undisputed. I'm pushing. I'm at Crawford-Indongo media days. I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason we working, because you guys give me topics. You guys send me links and articles and pictures and stuff. So it's not just about me. Anyway, that's my rant over we working, and it's gonna stay we working. It's not gonna be just ego working. Y'all already know what I do. You already know I'm working. So the weigh-in should be on ESPN. Check that out. Yep, someone said, Nelvin said we working, that's it. Yeah, you already know. We working. I'm about to work on something to eat, man. I'm so hungry. I'm the king of pop. I told y'all. Jamal! I'm the king of pop. Hey, see, we working, man. We have fun with this business. We have fun with the game. And the only people mad are the busters and the people who aren't out there, who aren't getting it. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you left your city? You know what I mean? That's what it's about. And that's not even being boastful, because I've been in a position where I can't leave my city. But at no point in life do I hate, like where I just go out of my way to hate on somebody else what they doing. Someone said Indongo winning on points. Nah, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about leave your city, like your whole community, your state, stuff like that. Not just, oh, I left because there's 3 local cities surrounding where I live. You know what I'm saying? So I can leave and get a hair. I get my hair cut in a different city than what I live in. That's not leaving the city. I'm talking about leaving. Leave your whole community. Like uproot, go somewhere, travel. Something that needs a passport. Something that needs, you know what I mean, takes 3 to 5 hours to get to or better. Anyway, Indongo winning on points. We'll see. Indongo, he's a good fighter. But Crawford, I don't know. I think he's not. He took the fact that he's calling out Keith Thurman at welterweight and saying he wants to fight the #1. The video's on the channel. That proves to me Crawford's a dog. So he knows what Indongo is. And I hate to do this, but I got to do this because, you know what I mean, Adrian Broner, he was cool. He said I had some Greek yogurt on my lips and shit. But I'm just giving it to you guys real, uncut. And the thing I like about Crawford that Broner doesn't always do is consistency. Consistently, you know what you're going to get from Terrence Crawford. Win, lose, or draw, you know. You know what it's going to be. You know that he wasn't... I mean, I don't know what he's doing in his personal life, but I don't recall seeing when he has a big fight and he's like out partying, or his body looks like E.T. and he has a gut or something. You know, I don't remember seeing those things. So I just feel like you know what to expect. He's like the good student in the class. I'm not saying he's a square or nothing. I'm just saying he's a good student in the capacity of you can leave the classroom unattended and you know he's going to be doing what he's going to be working on his paper or whatever. So Mikey Garcia better? Then why did Mikey Garcia lose to him in the amateurs? I just want to know. Mikey Garcia is a very talented fighter. And see, this is what I'm telling you. I did this in the video, and we're going to have to start making this a slogan. All the fans say crazy shit. Lomachenko kills Rigondeaux. Mikey's better than Terrence Crawford, or Lomachenko beats Mikey. Show me. That's what it's about. Show me. I don't care about, like, I talk for a living. Call me Young Dictionary. Make words make sense. So that's how I get paid to talk. But the talking should be done when fights are realistic. They shouldn't be fantasy fights like, oh, David Tua versus Mike Tyson, who would win? It's impossible that fight would happen. Not impossible, but the likelihood that the fight would happen is very small margin, because Mike Tyson's retired. He's no longer in his prime shape, hasn't fought in years, etc. Yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So show me if Mikey is better than Crawford, as you say, then you should be, as a fan, pushing for the fight. It's an awesome fight, and he has a chance to avenge an amateur loss. Show me. Very simple. If Rigondeaux is getting destroyed by Lomachenko, show me. Because if you're willing to watch Miguel Mariaga versus Lomachenko on ESPN, why the fuck would you not be willing to watch Rigondeaux versus Lomachenko? 2 guys with 2 Olympic gold medals. That doesn't make any sense. That's how you know who's full of shit. And those people who are full of shit, guess what? You're getting X'd out of the game, and that's just what it is. I told y'all in January this wasn't going to be a good year for y'all. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, man. Mikey Garcia is improving every fight. It's hard to say. He looked great versus Broner, but he has 3 fights and he has a 2.5-year layoff. Now, when Andre Ward had a layoff for things that were above and beyond, like injuries and legal issues with Goose and Tudor, that's all I heard about in the comment section was inactive Ward and take him off the pound-for-pound list. Mikey Garcia, he's been doing his thing. He's a great fighter. But he was also inactive for a large period of time. So we just have to keep seeing. Just keep seeing him develop, keep doing what he's been doing, and that's it. You know what I mean? People keep saying, oh, Mikey's better. Like, realistically, his best fight since he's been back is Broner. And he did his damn thing. I was at the fight in New York. You know what I mean? Dejan's Latishin, it's a good win. The guy had a threatening knockout percentage, but in the grand scheme of things, Dejan's Latishin doesn't have no killer resume. Lomachenko has less fights than Dejan's Latishin, but a better resume. Dejan beat Ricky Burns, and yeah, it's what it is. Shout out, do the shmoney dance. Shout out to Askia Husar. He donated $10, he or she. Why so many people hate on you, Ego, but still watching the channel? Hashtag confused. I don't know who's hating, but it don't matter. People can hate, like Floyd said. They still watch. I don't care who's hating, who's mad at what I say. They still watch. You know what I mean? And that's the thing with the hater. The haters are the biggest fans because I don't see people hating on you. Check my inbox. Check the comment section. But I mean, we can't get distracted with that. You like Ego, but there's people who don't like me, and it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, views are views. At the end of the month, Google cash that check, YouTube cash that check. Hate, love, loyalty, none of that shit shows up. Shout out to Detroit. Haters make you greater. See, you're right. Haters do make you greater, and I'm gonna start trying to write down y'all usernames so I can go to like Hallmark or somewhere and get some like thank you cards, because I promise you, my personality, the people who hate, that just pushes me. If you want to see me do bad, you're better off leaving me alone and hoping I get complacent. But when I see the hate, that just makes me grind harder. That makes me work harder. That makes me do everything in my power that's humanely possible to prove you wrong. And that's just what it is. And the biggest thing is the hardest reflection is self-reflection. And I have to look inside my soul all the time to determine, hey, man, you did this wrong or you made a mistake here. And nobody can be a harder critic on me than I am with myself. And that's just what it is. But one common denominator with haters is name a hater that's doing better than you that's talking about you. Who does that? You know what I mean? I'm right here. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Warren Buffett's worth like $60 billion. You don't see him like saying, fuck you, Boxingego, suck a dick. You know what I mean? Because he's out there making money. He owns so many different like businesses, Seas Candy and stuff like that. He ain't worried about what the fuck I'm doing because I'm nowhere near him. I'm nowhere near him. And the only people that hate competitively are people who see you on the radar. They see you catching up. Or people hate when they haven't accomplished what you've accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own biggest critic too. That's the best way because you get the best out of you if you hold yourself to some kind of standards. That's what it is. You gotta, a lot of people, anybody can critique what a fighter's doing or what I'm doing or whatever. Anybody can do that. But critique what you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? Did you graduate? Did you get fired from your job? You know what I mean? Look in your backyard. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, people like me, I'm content with where I'm at in life right now. I wasn't always. Like a couple years ago, some rough times, rough patches. So, you know what I mean? People, there's a quote I like to say. People will look out the window, but they fear looking in the mirror. And that's some of y'all. Got to get that hate out your blood. I'm going to say it one more time. People fear. No, hold on. People like looking at the window, like this dude. I could just be like, hey, you got that fucking Beetlejuice shirt on? You ain't shit. Power walk it. You ain't shit. You easy work. Beetlejuice ass shirt. Look at that Beetlejuice shirt. I've seen The Exorcist 87 times. It just keeps getting better. Right? Anybody can look out the window and speak, talk shit. But to look in the mirror and see what you doing, right or wrong, namely wrong, that takes something else. I can just sit here and look at that old ass truck. Look at them tires. Like, I mean, you ain't gonna do that dumb shit, especially on this internet. Beetlejuice shirt, you know what I'm saying? Beetlejuice shirt might have $1 million in the bank. What the fuck I look like talking about Beetlejuice? You know what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing. So keep your mind on your money, your eyes on the prize. Worry about you. My family's good. I'm good. I don't care about that extra ass hate. So that's my little rant when it comes to hate. Ego, can you compare Rigondeaux's best win versus Lomachenko's best win? Which was bigger or tougher opponent? Honestly, I think Rigondeaux's for sure. And I'm going to explain to you why. Rigondeaux fought Nonito Donaire. And at that time, Donaire had fought and hadn't lost in 11 years. Last time he lost, I think it was like in my neck of the woods, like in Vallejo, right? He turned pro and he lost, I think, his second fight, or within his first 5 fights, he lost, right? Rigondeaux was the smaller man. At the time, he had the smaller resume. You know what I mean? He was less proven. People said he had a suspect chin. And then Donaire had also had speed and power and a killer resume. He had beat that guy, the Japanese dude, Tashinaka or whatever, on the Brandon Rios, Mike Alvarado card. Jorge Arce, Jeffrey Madabula. He had beat Wilfredo Gomez Jr. He had knocked out Vic Darchinyan, Fernando Montiel, etc. And on Lomachenko, his best win to me is Gary Russell. But I remember distinctly back then with Gary Russell, he stretched Montiel. With Gary Russell, people were complaining about his resume. At the time he fought Lomachenko, that was clearly a step up. And it was a guy with like 3 fights. And that was a huge step up for him. Everyone else he had fought previously, not to say Gary Russell's not a good fighter, because I do think he is a good fighter. But at the time, it's all about development. And he didn't even have, even people complain about Deontay Wilder's resume, right? But Deontay Wilder has a better resume than Gary Russell when he fought Vasyl Lomachenko. You know what I mean? Because he can at least say, I fought the champion. I fought Bermane Stiverne. You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell, when he fought Lomachenko, he wasn't fighting a champion, right? And he had never fought a champion as a pro. Toshiaka Nishioka, thank you. Donaire lost to Walters after Rigondeaux. So what are you talking about? Of course, okay, he lost when he moved up after Rigondeaux already beat his ass. So that him losing to Walters, unless he knew at the time he fought Rigondeaux, he could see in the future that Donaire would knock him out. There is no steal to it. What do you mean steal? How are you going to bring up a loss that happened after the fight you're telling me about? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, but he would later lose to... It doesn't matter who... That's like saying don't give credit to Floyd Mayweather beating Zab Judah in a tough fight because Paulie Malignaggi later beat Zab Judah. That doesn't make any sense. You can't see... No, you don't know what you're talking about. That's just basically what it is. Because you have to judge a fight. I hate when people do this, what you're doing right now. Walters was better than Donaire. Who cares? Donaire, that wasn't even his weight class. And at the end of the day, Rigondeaux took his soul. Had Rigondeaux not fought, if Donaire ducked Rigondeaux, maybe he could have beat Walters. He hurt Walters in like the first or second round. But Rigondeaux took his soul. So you can't look at him after a loss and then switch it up because of the fighter he became. You have to look at who he was at the time when Donaire fought Rigondeaux. That's just, that doesn't even make sense. That's foolish. That's like me saying Roy Jones because he lost to what's that dude that knocked him out badly recently? Oh my gosh, what's it? He's a commentator on Sky Sports. Igor, you don't know what you're talking about. That's just what it is. He said, so a loss takes away. Listen, you have to look at who the fighter was at the time they fought. Period. You know what I'm saying? When Roy Jones beat John Ruiz, who was John Ruiz and who was Roy Jones? You can't be like, oh, Enzo Macarelli or Macarena or Macklemore, whatever his name is, knocked him out 10 years later. That has nothing to do with it. You have to look at what happened at the time when they fought. You know what I mean? You can try to skirt around the issue all you want, but when I look at Lomachenko versus Lomachenko's best win is Gary Russell. And it's who Gary Russell was at that particular time because he later became a champion. So that gives your confidence up. You learn, you develop. Some people grow from losses and end up being better. Lomachenko, one of them. Gary Russell, one of them. But it's what up? It's what they did at the time. Like even like Kawasaki, I think Roy Jones would have dusted Kawasaki off if he was in his prime. But he fought that version of him. You know what I mean? Maybe Bernard Hopkins could have beat Kovalev had he been a little bit younger. Like if it happened right after Kelly Pavlik some way. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. It's you get who you get. And you get them when you get them. But you have to look at who they were at that time. Yeah, but oh my gosh, Igor, stop it. Yeah, but Walter's loss was 1 year after Rigondeaux. It doesn't matter, because I see some guys take certain one losses and they're never the same person. So it doesn't matter. One loss can be very bad. Look at, Mike Alvarado. He was undefeated. Brandon Rios beat him, then he beat Brandon Rios, and then he lost like every fight after that. Every major fight. Ruslan, Provodnikov, Juan Manuel Marquez, he lost all those fights. So you got to look at who he was when he fought Bradis Prescott, who he was when he fought Brandon Rios. That one loss can change your whole career. Look at Gamboa. Yeah, someone said look at Gamboa. Exactly. When Gamboa fought Terrence Crawford, he was a beast. He was undefeated. He was slick. He had beaten Orlando Salido, easy work. They were calling him Baby Tyson a little bit before that. So I can't look at Gamboa quitting versus Robinson Castellanos and be like, oh, I don't give Crawford credit for beating Gamboa. Yeah, I know I'm right. Because some losses, some people, like Lomachenko, his loss to Salido, he held his own for his second pro fight. He hurt Salido in the 12th round, but he learned from it. Canelo losing to Mayweather, he learned from it. Gary Russell losing to Lomachenko, he learned from it. But not every loss is like that. Some people take a loss and they're fucked. They're not even the same fighter anymore. You know what I mean? Like here's an example. Where the fuck is Victor Postal? Terrence Crawford beat that ass and I was there. For one, if I lose, I'm going to beat that ass. For two, if I lose, I'm going to beat that. So ever since Victor Postal lost to Crawford, where has he been? Before, he was running through Selçuk Aydin. He had beat, I think, Jesus Soto Caras. You know what I mean? He had a couple good wins. Stopped Lucas Matisse. Where's he been? Where's he been, though? He was a champion. Robert Guerrero. He only had one loss when he fought Floyd Mayweather, which he avenged by knockout. Floyd beat him, and he's never been the same ever since. And then he lost to Keith Thurman. I thought he lost to Aaron Martinez, and they still gave it to him. Then he lost to Danny Garcia. Then he lost to David Peralta, and then he's getting knocked out by Omar Figueroa. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at who these people were when they fought him. At the time Floyd fought him, he was a mandatory. He was an interim champion, and he had been calling out Floyd. I can't look at, oh, Aaron Martinez dropped him and Keith Thurman pummeled him, because they all got Floyd's leftovers. I hate using that, but y'all make me. He got his leftovers. People weren't saying Postal wasn't shit before the Crawford fight. Exactly. See, that's one thing I hate about boxing, is people are fake. And instead of being a man or being a woman and just saying, damn, my fighter really lost, I was banking on him, they come up with chicken shit excuses. Canelo, I distinctly remember people saying Canelo could beat Floyd. He was too young, too strong, too big, and he made Austin Trout do the stanky leg. And then after the fight happens, you see how easy it is, right? You see how easy it was for Floyd, or how he made it look easy, right? And guess what? Now all of a sudden, oh, Canelo was too green. Oh, it's the catch weight. But you knew it was a catch weight at the weigh-in, and you still said he was going to beat him. You still said he was going to beat Floyd, even knowing that it was a catch weight. So why'd you say that? Same thing with Pacquiao and Mayweather. Oh, Pacquiao's going to knock him out. He's not used to someone with the foot speed. He's not used to southpaws. He hates southpaws. You knew that. I think Showtime did a poll, and like 70% of the people said Pacquiao was going to win, and 30% said Floyd. So y'all knew that it was 5 years from the initial talks and all that shit. So don't try to use that now as an excuse when we aren't all guilty of downplaying the dominant win. You might be. You are, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone operates like that. I know certain people that say, oh, I thought Kell Brook would beat Errol Spence. And then after, they're like, whoa, Errol Spence, he proved me wrong. He's the truth. Or Jeff Horn. I thought Jeff Horn was going to get his ass kicked. Whoa, that Australian, he brought something different. So that's not true. Not everyone acts like that. Maybe you do, but not everybody. Not everyone. Some people don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it because I like the sport more than I like individual fighters. You dig? Like, you know what I mean? I care more about the growth of the sport, and you know what I mean? And these guys work too hard to strip away their credit with some bullshit, like y'all tried to do with Andre Ward when he beat Kovalev's ass and knocked him out. You always want to find some controversy or some little bullshit loophole to grasp onto. Oh, it was low blows. He hit him low. Tony Weeks is flat top.
You see the light hit Tony Weeks' flat top and it reflected into the Crusher's eyes. So the Crusher, he couldn't see. And then Ward came and hit him in the nuts.
Like, fuck are you talking about? Dominic Cruz on May Mac? No, I didn't hear his analysis. What is he talking about? Oh, shit, I gotta go eat, man. I gotta go eat because I'll miss this weigh-in. It's been real. Holla. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for tuning in. Catch the weigh-in on the channel, Crawford-Indongo, ESPN. Great fight. It will be happening 5 p.m. Central Time, I think is what I'm on. Holla at the kid, man.